Romshinators, it is so good to be back speaking with you once again here on Romshii Radio. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your time because time is money. And every corporation, every government, every major player in this world is competing for your time. You might think you're just some little guy out there just making it work day to day, you know, trying to get laid, trying to get a dollar here and there, trying to take it easy, trying to crack a cold one with the boys. But you are actually very important. Your mind is very powerful. Don't let anybody convince you that it's not. You know, all these governments and corporations spend billions of dollars trying to control your mind. Not me, though. I am here for the purification of your mind. I am here to show you the light that burns within you, the light of intelligence, the light of discernment. And today we are going to shine that light on a despicable ad campaign. And what are ads? They are advertisements. What are advertisements? They are the black magic rituals of our time that are controlling us, manipulating us, and convincing us to spend our money here and there instead of using it to build up ourselves from the inside, you know? Instead of using it to make ourselves more powerful, they're convincing us that we're useless. Well, not anymore, Romshinators, because you're here now. You're here on Romshii Radio. You're here on Romshii Radio, which means you have found the oasis in the desert of modern times. You are suckling from the water of that small puddle in the oasis of the desert of our world. The teat of the universe is a millimeter away from your mouth, is what I'm trying to say. Every time you click a Romshii Radio video, I want you to imagine the teat of the universal mother just floating towards you ever so gently. And if you close your eyes and focus on your third eye chakra, you will know that this is in fact the case because we live in a universe with 38 dimensions that we cannot see. So every time you log into Romshii Radio at another higher frequency, there's lots going on around you. Things that you can't even imagine. I've only described to you what you could imagine. But there's lots going on that you can't even imagine. I just spit. I wonder if I caught that on camera. I spit at the lens. This is from rogerwong.me. Roger, thank you for this essay. Beyond provocative, how one AI company's ad campaign betrays humanity. You might think he's being clickbaity. He's actually not. This is true. I was in London last week with my family, bruv. And spotted this ad in a tube car. I think he means subway. With the headline, humans were the beta test. Here we have a picture. Humans were the beta test. The era of AI employment is here. ARTISAN is the company. So very, very nice. We're going to cover all this in a second. A San Francisco-based startup peddling AI-powered digital workers. I like the use of the term peddling, Roger. Negative connotations everywhere. Roger came here to knock teeth out. Roger came here to fight. You are peddling bullshit, sir. AI-powered digital workers, specifically an AI agent that will perform sales outreach to prospects. That is insane. There's two things we have to cover just from this first paragraph here. The first thing is that this company is called ARTISAN. And what do you think of when you think of an artisan? I personally think that when you go to a farmer's market in a small town and you see the lady that works at the coffee shop and now she has a table set up and she's selling pottery with little plants in it, that is an artisan. That is an artisan market. That is an artisan-made good. When you go and get a loaf of bread baked with little raisins in it from a farm 10 miles away from your house, that is artisanal bread. When you buy a $45 bottle of olive oil that your neighbor came up with a funny label for, but is the same olive oil that's at the store, that is an artisanal product. Calling your AI company artisan is a direct affront to what makes us human. It's a slap in the face, okay? And here we also have the concept of an AI salesperson. Salespeople are completely garbage to begin with. And to make them AI, that is just going to take the annoyance to a level that we never thought possible. I won't let a guy sell me on a solar panel outside of my house. Why would I let an AI robot sell me over the phone or on the internet? It's ridiculous. Sadly, though, many people will fall for an AI salesperson at some point. I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to get better and better. Eventually, I'm going to be like, oh, I think that sounds good. I've long left the Bay Area, but I know that the 101 highway is littered with cryptic billboards from tech companies where the copy only makes sense to people in the tech industry, which, to be fair, is a large part of the Bay Area economy. Artisan is famous for its Stop Hiring Humans campaign, which went up late last year. Being based in San Diego, much further south in California, I had no idea. Artisan wasn't even on my radar, and here we have a billboard from Artisan: Stop Hiring Humans. Hire Ava, the AI BDR. I don't know what BDR means. I'm not a businessman. I don't care. Horrible billboard. Horrible billboard. And later in the video, we are going to visit Reddit, where the CEO of this company says what she has to say for herself. I think it's a girl. I don't know. I forget. We're gonna get there. But something like this is just horrifying. So imagine you are a working class person driving on your way to work, worried about all the different problems in the world, hoping you're going to be able to make it, provide for your family, provide for your kids, hoping the world starts to get better soon, wondering if you are a failure for not being wildly successful in a time when it takes being wildly successful to even just get by. All of these thoughts are racing through your heads. You might have to take a dump too. That coffee is hitting. You're white knuckling down the highway trying to get to work. Your boss is riding your ass. He's power tripping on you. He called you into a meeting the other day to be petty and performative about something that you didn't even do. And you're just supposed to take it because if you get fired, you're going to lose your house. How did you even get into this situation? Well, you were born into it. You had no choice. You're spending all your money on the car, the gas guzzler, the Sirius radios, blasting, playing some nostalgic hits that reminds you of when you were a childhood and the world was promised to you. It was going to be easier. You were going to be able to get by, and now look at you. Your bank account's on red. You're in debt. Your job's not paying you enough. You're flying down, your hands gripping the steering wheel. You can see those white lines of the highway racing past you. And this billboard, glistening in the distance, gets closer and closer and closer. And it passes by you, and you wonder if you even saw it correctly. You wonder if you even saw it right. Stop hiring humans, hire AI. And you know a human being made this. A human being made this. A human being with money. A human being who could afford a billboard. A bunch of them sat in a room and thought that this would be good. To play with your emotions, to scare you more than you've already been scared, to freak you out because it's funny to them when you freak them out. These elites, these people who are either elite or see themselves as one day as being an elite, or they want to get in with the good books with the elite, and this is what they find funny, freaking out working class people. That's funny to them. So funny that they'll spend millions on a billboard campaign to do so. Just so I'll talk about it. Because now you know about the company Artisan AI, and you're going to hire their outbound sales agents to sell your artisanal olive oil, I guess. That's the plan. There's something to be said about shockvertising. It's meant to be shocking or offensive to grab attention. And the company sure increased their brand awareness, claiming that 197% increased in brand search growth. Artisan CEO Jasper Carmichael Jack. I'm used to Jasper as a name. This is Jaspar. Jaspar Carmichael Jack writes a post-mortem in their company blog about the campaign. The impact exceeded our wildest expectations. Yeah, we terrified people. We terrified the working class and made the society even more dystopian than we thought we would. Wow, guys, this is great. I can't wait to do this again. When I meet new people in San Francisco, 70% of the time they know about Artisan and what we do. Yeah, you scare people. You scare working class people, you make society worse, noticeably. Most people make society worse in an unnoticeable way. It's like death by 1,000 paper cuts. You can't track it down to one specific person. It's like, it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. You, on the other hand, are extremely noticeable. I can point right to you, making it worse. Jaspar is making it worse. According to him, October and November became our biggest months ever. Shut up. Bringing in over $2 million in new ARR. Don't even know what ARR means. Don't care. I don't need to know these business words. I don't know how I feel about this. My initial reaction to seeing humans were the beta test in London was disgust. Yes, of course it was. Because you're a human being with thoughts and emotions, and you probably care about those around you and care about humanity as a whole. Whereas the people who do this sort of thing, they care about their company's growth and going to parties in San Francisco and having people go, yeah, the artisan ads. That's what fills their cup. That's what makes them feel whole inside. Just sad, I can't believe it. Society's worse than we ever thought, isn't it? It's unbelievable. I think we've read enough. Thank you, Roger Wong. This is a AMA they did on Reddit on r/cyberpunk. I'm CEO of Artisan, the company behind Stop Hiring Humans. Okay. The company has gone way more viral than we expected. Here to answer any questions. So pretty standard AMA. This is a comment from Noodly P. He says, "You realize what you're doing, yes? You're putting not very wealthy people out of jobs that they need to improve corporate margins and stuff your own pockets so Bezos can get his 27th yacht." This is completely true. This is unbelievably true. And this is just so they can get ahead. So they can feel like they're winning in this game we call life, this game we call capitalism, so that they can feel like they're a little bit more clever. I'm not going to do the laugh again. And so people will do that at the next party they go to. That's it. By the way, when you see something like this happen, you go, wow, they spent billions of dollars, probably not billions on the billboard, but a good mill. Billboards are expensive, especially in a major city like that. Somebody did that just so someone would like them at a party. So it's bullshit all the way up. You know, is what I'm trying to say. And then their response, Jaspar here, says, "Our first artisan, Ava, does outbound sales. It's typically people who do the same thing as Ava that use and love the product." Okay, this is completely wrong. Why would somebody love the product that replaces them? That is the ultimate. I don't even know if that's bootlicking. That's not bootlicking because it's not that the boot is on your neck, it's that the boot is kicking you out the door and you're saying thank you. The boot is stealing everything from you and just letting you out on the street in the rain and the cold and the sleet and saying, go figure it out. And you're saying thank you. And here below it, we have another comment from a deleted user. He says, "Yeah, hence the first artisan. You cannot deny that you are intending to put every low to mid-level worker out of a job." Yeah, it's crazy. This is the type of damage control that politicians do where they just lie to you. And the reality is this. I've been thinking about this a lot because we see it a lot these days. Kash Patel is an incredible example. One of the most obvious piece of crap liars that the world has ever seen. And we're seeing a lot of it these days. They sit there in front of Congress or in front of whoever, and they get drilled with these questions that they just refuse to answer truthfully when the truth is so completely obvious that anyone can see it. And that is because this is their punishment. This is their job. They are made to sit there and be humiliated and lie and kind of have every last piece of respect that anyone ever had for them drained from the entire like cosmos. Like basically not a single atom of respect exists for these people in the cosmos outside of their own little insular circle. But when they leave that, like when they leave this AMA or when they leave that congressional hearing or wherever it is that they've done all this lying and this obvious pandering or whatever it is, and they leave, and then they get a pat on their back from their boss or whoever's above them. They go, "Yeah, you've done good. You've done good. We're gonna put you on the yacht." You know, because they're being a good little boy for their masters, you know, whoever that is, you know, whoever their boss is. I mean, Jaspar here says that they are the CEO, but obviously they're answering to somebody. You know, if you think people are going to ask you anything on this AMA, you are not thinking clearly. You are going to get torn to shreds since your advertising is poorly thought out and not cool or cyberpunk as you think it is. Yep, that's definitely true. You realize that you're a villain, right? This economy, your company's mission statement is to take jobs from the people who need them. Shame on you, even though I know you don't have a conscience. Exactly. Like, this is exactly it. And then their response is this. It's really just a viral marketing tactic. We don't actually want anyone to stop hiring humans. Yes, you do. That was the whole point of the millions of dollars you spent. This is what I mean. I almost don't even want to read any more of this because I feel like I'm just going to repeat myself. Someone says something that's obviously happening. The person who's paid to deny it denies it, and everything just keeps going to the status quo. This is part of our culture. This is part of our worldwide culture. Corrupt, terrible things happen. People call them out. They say it's not happening when it obviously is. Nobody believes them. They retreat and they get a pat on the back from their little circle of weirdos, and everything just continues. It's unbelievable. I don't know how we got to this point of such blatant lying, blatant corruption, and blatant hatred for humanity by our own people. These people are just groveling because they want to be tech billionaires. That's it. They just are opportunistic grovelers, and they're willing to lie to anybody or do anything to get themselves ahead. That's my opinion. I'm having a hard time thinking anything else. You can let me know down below if you think I'm off base here. Do you think this is a funny joke? To put this in billboards across cities when people are already worried about this? Worried about it, where we get enough fear advertising from the news. All these horrible events around the world we have to see all the time. And then this. Unbelievable. Anyways, Romshinators, I feel like I've done enough here. I feel like you've seen enough. If I keep reading these comments, it's going to be the same thing. Somebody says, you're a piece of shit. They say, it's actually just for fun. It was actually so that when I go to a party in San Francisco, people are going to know my company. You really see, it's just for fun. I'm actually hiring the most humans. Funny you should ask. I just hired the most humans ever. Thank you for listening, Romshinators. I appreciate it. Please let me know down below how many humans you plan on hiring this year, because I know the Romshinators out there, we're all future CEOs, we're future billionaires, future millionaires at least, I hope.